It's 6 o'clock on the 30th of August, and I'm just uploading for the interest of those with daughters in society. It seems to be the case that there are people that think it's safe to offend me because I live on my own, and there's an initiative of money launderers and debt evaders in Tralee that are already guilty of stealing very unsafe money, that seem to think that they're going to prey or stalk or intrude where really they're not making their children safe. These people are within a proximity that is not safe for the guards to be tolerating, or the offences that have been conducted that I have helped address. Garda Síochána that are assisting any more crimes that are occurring at my address where I am or on my farms in Ardfert and Kilflynn might be careful about what's been happening already with young girls in society. The guards have daughters, and the guards are challenging or offending Wild Protocol. So I'm a mother, and the guards might remind themselves that in January 2017, a son I gave birth to in 2015 was illegally separated from me without a barrister present, without a prior supervision care order, without identification being presented. And the Garda Síochána might be very careful about ASBOs with mental health illnesses or any substance abuse issues being in my proximity where really they're not legally entitled to be. So there's so much only that a person is going to be able to be tolerant of, but those that are deformed in their mentality or distorted or destructive might be careful about being disrespectful about using my name after what they've done to my son. My son is a missing person, so there's mentally ill and ignorant people in my proximity. I'm Royal Protocol, and those people that are having difficulty with their debts that they owe me might have an inkling of comprehension regarding what I'm tolerating in this level of fraud that's going on. The state owes me very dangerous money. Now, those people that are offending my good name and exacerbating that debt that they owe me might consider as well the cost of the damages they've done to my son. Those people that are falsely claiming about me, that have been disturbing the peace and that have been conducting ASBO behaviour at 18 Rock Street, the criminal activity that's going on around this area is really not acceptable for me to be tolerating. So the Minister for Housing and the Minister for Agriculture might be careful about the Republic that they care so much for. Those Republicans that care so much about the Constitution might start doing something to honour the Constitution rather than playing along with the money launderers and the stealing and the stalking and the slandering. There are people that need to come clean with their access to information that they have been procuring by the most unlawful means, and then the disinformation that's going out there. So there are no ASBOs with mental health illnesses at the table lawfully, morally or legally. There are no other individuals in a position of authority regarding their mental health illnesses that they have not treated. So in the best interest of the little girls out there, the crimes that I'm experiencing aren't safe for the Garda Síochána to be continuously supporting. The Garda Síochána are aware, and that's not good enough what's going on. I'm a crime prevention, and my son has been abducted since 2017 without a prior supervision care order, without a barrister, without identification, and without any cause or reason. So those that are going on with this behaviour are really not helping the little girls' causes of women's rights. So any humanitarians that are playing with the limelight, social influencers or the entertainment scene, might be careful about the message they're sending. They have a background of blasphemy in the church, and they're not supported by the law. So people in my proximity that are offending my healing might be careful about what they're false reporting. Not just Royal Protocol, but also the measures of protection that the state is automatically to afford me with. These people are deluded about what their capabilities are with regard to what they've been saying. I live on my own. I don't tolerate people perverting people's privacy when they don't live with a person or when they don't know a person. So these policies around disclosure and the scandals that have come from this community with regard to people's privacy being perverted and people accessing information illegally. These are all matters for Europe, okay? The matter of the southwest of Ireland not respecting its debts and its dues and obligations is going to have to be addressed. These people are burying their head in the sand and they're really not responsible, mature adults that would be capable or competent in any mature relations, professional or personal or private or otherwise. They have no lawful position in society. So those mentally disturbed people that are in my proximity stalking me really need to realise that they don't have a legal stance in society with me. Little girls' lives are being put at risk. And I can't say that my faith or family are going to be too kind without this matter being addressed properly and respectfully. So those people that think they're above the law, that are messing around with little girls' lives, might be careful about women's rights and the contributions that I've provided to Irish society as a humanitarian and as a recovery advocate and as an educator. And anyone telling themselves lies need to really seek mental health assistance. Garda Síochána that are already in a little bit of trouble for my child since January 2017. It's really not safe offending me. My crime prevention has been huge in this country, whether you want to come to terms with it or not. The sooner that everyone gets this reality real into their mind frames or time frames, the better. People that are framing people with falsehoods with their dirty mouths and slandering, perverting people's privacy might be careful about where they've been looking, especially when they haven't been very respectful to the church. So in the best interest of the little girls, would you ever have a bit of common sense? And anyone obstructing my rights or perverting the constitution and the republic that you care so much about, you might start doing things properly before shaming women and children any further, trying to offend me. It's really not safe an initiative. So this is for the interest of the United Nations, Interpol, Southwest Ireland, the government or the politicians' representatives up in Dublin. I don't know if you know my position, my purpose or my job, but 220 job seekers allowance is laughable. So you might balance up your books and do your sums properly and show that you have an education and arithmetic skills and show us that you know how to do your sums properly. It's getting really disgusting. And yeah, people might want to watch their words with the slander of my good name from Rock Street. My ancestors, I'd say, are turning in their graves with the scandalous, dirty behaviour that's going on. That's as much as I have to say for now. Mind your minds, mind your mouths, and mind your own business. Talking about people and their private lives gets people's noses out of place. And we already know from Brexit the damages that people have done with their nose in the wrong place. Sad sign of the times.